All right, so what are the action steps that I think work? First of all, I think you need to understand that my action steps are not the sole thing that you should follow. And you should check what I'm saying with the person that you decide to follow. See, that's the first thing is don't take my word or anybody else's word for what they're saying. Because you have no idea, honestly, if I have the kind of success that you want. And that is step one, is finding somebody that has the success that you want, that you can rest assured and believe, and maybe to the extent know that they do have what you're trying to obtain. And then once you figure out that that person is worth mimicking, has the character that you want, has the lifestyle you want, can basically become your mentor whether you ever meet them or not, or if they do actually sit down with you, that's even better. Then you choose that person wisely and you follow them. Not blindly, but without really letting other stuff in. Because if somebody sets up a plan for you, whether it's in person or through a book or through a course, once you believe that that person has what you want, your mind sets into place that, okay, they at least got it. You may not believe you can have it yet, but you believe that they have obtained it. Your mind will filter in what they're saying in a way that it wouldn't if you were kind of sort of wondering if they were for real or not. And so then they basically become your mentor, and that's important. You need one. And then you need to shut out everybody else like a horse with blinders. Because then you can go, there's a reason they put blinders on a horse, right? And so it can focus on the path at hand without distractions freaking it out. You focusing on the path at hand, not shiny objects that come about, will be the most important piece of this journey, I think, in any of the other stuff that rather than any of the other stuff I'm going to talk about. Why? Because, at least for me, that's one of the biggest struggles that I've had. And if I were to go back, I would be 2 or 3 years ahead of where I am at right now if I just could have shut out some of the stuff that I let seep through in my life for almost 10 years, going off on tangents, trying to add things on to a recipe that already worked, to a recipe that was already going to make an excellent cake. I tried to add stuff to it to make it my own. But who was I to make my own cake when I had never made one before? You see my point? You got to find the recipe that you believe is going to taste the best and taste the way you want it to in the end. And then you got to learn how to make that thing and make it over and over and over again, and only listen to this person. Read every book they tell you to read every book they've ever written. If you never get to meet them, try your best to just study everything that they put out. Because they're going to be your ticket to, at some point, studying them so much that subconsciously your actions become their actions, and therefore you'll have their results. That's the way I look at it anyway. You don't have to look at it like that, that's fine. But that's how I see success. So then, make sure that no matter who you follow, you're paying yourself some kind of wealth tax, because you got to have capital to work with. And it's got to build up before you can just throw it in. Okay? So start today. The next time you earn some money, put a percentage aside for wealth tax. Begin to break down what you need to learn and add it to your daily routine. That stuff that mentor is teaching, make sure that you fold it into your life now. And you can't take it all in at once. You find the most beginner steps of it and you begin to tiptoe into it, not lightly, but daily. Grinding, grinding, grinding. And making sure that if you give up any other thing in your day, that thing is not ever not done. And now, obviously, that is in congruency with the other things that you find important. Your big goals in life. You definitely don't want to let those fall short, but you got to make this one of them. You got to make it a priority. Okay? Now, the other piece of it is making sure that you track, not the results, but the grind, the daily work. You track the habits, you track the actions, so that you can adjust them over time, because there will be adjustments. You will need to tweak here or there, and you can't tweak what you haven't tracked. And so let's go over all those one more time. Find somebody you can follow that you can believe in, that you can believe they have the life that you want. Shut your blinders, turn your blinders on, shut out everything else, and learn everything they have to teach you. And fold what they have to teach you into your life on a daily basis until it becomes habits, and track those daily actions so that you can every single month, week, year adjust them. And with that, that's our action piece of this video. Do what you want, my friends, but trust me when I say that this is the stuff that I wish I could teach my younger self, especially that shiny object syndrome thing. My gracious, how that has cost me in my life. And these are things that I'm going to teach my kid. And if I'm willing to teach my kid them, rest assured that they're worth you listening to. Remember, I'm your friend of success, Robert Morris. This has been the Rob Review. I will see y'all on the next one. Until the next time, the dreams that you have, they can be your reality. Just understand it doesn't matter what's in your bank account, because it's about the faith of which you have in yourself and your journey, and in what God is willing to do in your life. Have the faith. The faith will lead you and guide you. I believe that wholeheartedly. I'll see you on the next one.